1. During a home inspection, you observe diagonal cracks extending from the corners of window frames. This typically indicates A. Normal settling of the structure, B. Differential foundation settlement or structural movement, C. Improper window installation only, D. Cosmetic issues with no structural significance. 2. When inspecting an electrical panel, you find aluminum wiring connected directly to copper terminals without antioxidant paste. This condition is A. Acceptable if connections are tight, B. A significant safety hazard due to galvanic corrosion, C. Only a concern in coastal environments, D. Acceptable under current electrical codes. 3. The primary purpose of a thermal expansion tank in a modern water heating system is to A. Increase hot water capacity, B. Accommodate pressure increases from thermal expansion in closed systems, C. Improve energy efficiency, D. Filter sediment from the water supply. 4. When evaluating a roof covering, you observe curling and cupping of asphalt shingles. This condition most commonly indicates A. Manufacturing defects exclusively, B. Normal aging, inadequate ventilation, or moisture infiltration, C. Recent installation problems only, D. Acceptable wear for any aged roof. 5. In adult learning theory, Knoll's concept of andragogy emphasizes that adult learners A. Require strict instructor-led direction, B. Are self-directed and bring life experience to learning, C. Learn best through repetitive memorization, D. Prefer theoretical over practical applications. 6. A crawl space with standing water and moisture on floor joists should be documented as an A. Minor maintenance issue requiring periodic monitoring, B. Significant concern requiring moisture remediation and structural evaluation, C. Acceptable if vapor barrier is present, D. Normal condition in humid climates. 7. When developing curriculum for home inspector training, Bloom's taxonomy is most useful for A. Scheduling class sessions, B. Creating learning objectives at different cognitive levels, C. Determining tuition costs, D. Selecting classroom locations. 8. You observe reverse polarity at multiple outlets throughout a home. This condition A. Has no safety implications if outlets function, B. Creates shock hazards as the hot and neutral are reversed, C. Only affects appliance warranties, D. Is acceptable in older homes built before 1970. 9. The standards of practice for home inspectors require inspection of A. All concealed areas behind walls and ceilings, B. Readily accessible installed systems and components, C. Code compliance for all building systems, D. Future performance predictions of all components. 10. Effective formative assessment during training allows instructors to A. Assign final grades to students, B. Monitor learning progress and adjust instruction accordingly, C. Eliminate the need for summative evaluation, D. Reduce course content requirements. 11. A double-tapped circuit breaker, 2 conductors under 1 terminal in an electrical panel is A. Acceptable for all breaker types, B. A defect unless the breaker is rated for double taps, C. Only a concern for main breakers, D. Required in some installations. 12. When mentoring a new home inspector, the most effective approach includes A. Immediately sending them to inspect homes independently, B. Providing structured field experience with feedback and reflection, C. Requiring only classroom study without fieldwork, D. Focusing exclusively on report writing skills. 13. The purpose of weep holes in brick veneer walls is to A. Provide decorative elements, B. Allow moisture drainage from the cavity behind the veneer, C. Increase structural strength, D. Improve insulation values. 14. In communication with clients, a home inspector should A. Diagnose specific causes of all defects observed, B. Describe conditions observed and recommend appropriate evaluation by specialists when needed. C. Provide cost estimates for all repairs. D. Guarantee the future performance of systems. 15. S-traps in plumbing drain systems are considered defective because they are made of inferior materials. B. Are prone to losing their trap seal through siphoning. C. Cannot handle modern drain loads. D. Violate aesthetic standards only. 16. According to Kolb's experiential learning cycle, learning is most effective when it includes A. Lecture only. B. Concrete experience, reflection, conceptualization, and active experimentation. C. Reading assignments exclusively. D. Passive observation without practice. 17. Inspecting an HVAC system, you find the condensate drain line terminating above the primary drain pan. This is A. Proper installation meeting standards. B. Improper as it bypasses the overflow protection system. C. Acceptable in all climate zones. D. Required by current HVAC codes. 18. Regulatory compliance for home inspectors typically includes A. Engineering licensure in all states. B. Adherence to state-specific licensing laws and professional standards. C. Contractor licensing for all trades. D. Legal authority to enforce building codes. 19. When observing open splice connections in an electrical junction box without wire nuts, this should be reported as A. Acceptable vintage wiring method. B. Significant electrical safety hazard requiring correction. C. Minor cosmetic concern. D. Code compliant in older homes. 20. Summative assessment in home inspector training programs is best used to A. Monitor daily learning progress. B. Evaluate overall learning achievement at course completion. C. Replace all other forms of assessment. D. Provide only attendance records. 21. A furnace heat exchanger with visible cracks or holes presents A. Minor efficiency concern only. B. Serious safety hazard due to potential carbon monoxide leakage. C. Normal wear for older furnaces. D. Cosmetic issue with no operational impact. 22. The purpose of counterflashing in roof penetrations is to A. Provide decorative trim. B. Shed water over base flashing and prevent water infiltration. C. Support structural loads. D. Improve attic ventilation. 23. When creating performance-based learning objectives, instructors should ensure objectives are A. Vague to allow flexibility. B. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART. C. Focused only on knowledge recall. D. Identical for all learners. 24. Ground fault circuit interrupter GFCI protection is required in A. All bedroom outlets only. B. Bathrooms, kitchens, exterior outlets, garages, and other specified wet locations. C. Main electrical panel only. D. Locations with aluminum wiring. 25. The presence of efflorescence on foundation walls indicates A. Structural failure requiring immediate evacuation. B. Water migration through masonry depositing mineral salts. C. Superior concrete quality. D. Normal aging with no significance. 26. In constructivist learning theory, knowledge is best acquired when learners A. Passively receive information from instructors. B. Actively construct understanding through experience and reflection. C. Memorize facts without application. D. Avoid collaboration with peers. 27. When inspecting attic ventilation, the recommended minimum ratio of net free ventilation area to attic floor area is A. 1 to 100, B. 1 to 150, or 1 to 300 with proper balance of intake and exhaust. C. 1 to 500, 1 to 1,000. 28. Professional liability insurance for home inspectors primarily protects against A. Property damage caused during inspections. Claims of negligence or errors in inspection services. C. General business overhead costs. D. Equipment theft or damage. 29. Observing water stains on ceiling finishes below a bathroom, you should A. Report as cosmetic damage only. B. Report evidence of moisture intrusion requiring further evaluation of source and damage. C. Ignore if stains appear old. D. Guarantee the leak is currently active. 30. Scaffolding in education refers to A. Physical construction training equipment. B. Temporary instructional support adjusted to learner needs. C. Permanent teaching methods never modified. D. Building inspection techniques only. 31. A bathroom exhaust fan venting into the attic space rather than exterior is A. Acceptable installation method. B. Improper and may cause moisture damage and mold growth. C. Required in cold climates. D. Energy efficient design. 32. The inspection report should be delivered to the client. A. Only verbally with no written documentation. B. In a timely manner as a clear written document. Several months after the inspection, only if defects are found. 33. When developing assessment rubrics for inspector training, criteria should be A. Subjective and vary by student. B. Clear, objective, and consistently applied. C. Hidden from students. D. Based solely on attendance. 34. Stair risers exceeding 7 3/4 inches in a residential property represent A. Superior design for accessibility. B. Potential safety concern as they exceed recommended standards. C. Required dimension in all modern homes. D. Insignificant variation. 35. Continuing education requirements for licensed home inspectors serve to A. Generate revenue for training providers only. B. Ensure inspectors maintain current knowledge and skills. C. Eliminate competition in the industry. D. Replace initial training requirements.